SES Defender of Freedom, uploading data log for days 454 to 466 of the Second Galactic War. Data archive, there is little time, but by now, I am certain you are aware. The Illuminate's autocratic intentions have finally been revealed, and the Helldivers have been deployed to slow down the advance of the Great Host. Mega city defenses have been prepared all week, as we prepare for battle at the heart of democracy. We will keep things brief, catching up on recent events, as there are pressing matters at hand. At the start of the last day, Helldivers were tasked with liberating more planets than lost during the duration of the Order. Currently behind by 2 liberations, Helldivers successfully liberated both Cirrus and Tarsh, while also shutting down the Predator strain on Krakatu. Now ahead by 1 liberation, the DSS was deployed to Claurel with a heavy ordnance distribution, causing the cowardly Jet Brigade to flee to Classa, significantly dropping automaton resistance on the planet. This resulted in a swift liberation, extending the lead to 2. The next morning, the Incineration Corps attacked Curia, and hours later, the Jet Brigade attacked Demiurge. With the assistance of the DSS's Eagle Storm, the Incineration Corps on Curia was easily shut down, then redeploying to the Jet Brigade on Demiurge. But the Predator strain also broke out on Sulphura and spread out between the 2 defenses. Both were lost, leaving the net liberations at 0. The remainder of the Jet Brigade struck Claurel, and Helldivers were easily able to shut down this pathetic attempt. And 1 more liberation is all that was required to succeed in the Major Order. And with the defense of Krakatu ending after the Major Order, focusing on the liberation of Sulphura would easily cause the Major Order to succeed. Helldivers split between Krakatu and Sulphura, resulting in the failure of the Major Order. The enemies of freedom have prevented the expansion of Super Earth territory. However, citizen spirits are undimmed in anticipation for the Federation-wide celebration of Super Earth's victory over the Illuminate. Through the night, Sulphura was liberated, and 2 new attacks reached Zonia Prime and Nublaria 1. But later that morning, an Illuminate invasion fleet emerged from the Meridian Singularity and struck Widow's Harbor. Multiple defense satellites monitoring the Meridian wormhole ceased reporting moments before the attack on Widow's Harbor. Intel has confirmed the presence of a massive Illuminate invasion fleet, with the ultimate objective of invading Super Earth itself. Widow's Harbor, Pelan 5, and New Haven lie between the Illuminate and Super Earth. Cross-ministry defense projections indicate that all 3 planets will fall. Helldivers are ordered to meet the invasion fleet and inflict as much damage as possible, while megacity defenses are bolstered. A battle on Super Earth is inevitable. Illuminate ships filled the skies of Widow's Harbor as Helldivers dove to confront the invasion. Combining Voteless into monstrous tyrannical creatures and fielding new aircrafts, the attack seemed unstoppable. However, the Helldivers did not falter, pressing to do as much damage as possible to the Illuminate and protect Super Earth at all costs. Widow's Harbor was lost to the Illuminate in 2 days, but Helldivers were able to reduce the strength of the fleet by 7.4%. And within hours, Pelan 5 was already under siege. Helldivers shifted to the defense. However, 6 hours later, as the DSS warped to the planet, it was immediately engaged by the Illuminate. Severe damage was taken before emergency warping to Claurel. The repairs are underway. It is unclear when the station will return to operational status. Through the next 2 days, Helldivers continued the effort, and even without the support of the Democracy space station, the strength of the fleet was reduced by more than 14%. Now with just New Haven remaining in the Illuminate's path to Super Earth, the Helldivers led the final forward defense. Now with days of intel on the new Illuminate threats, Helldivers adapted, and by the start of day 467, the Helldivers had successfully destroyed approximately 21.5% of the Great Host. The Helldivers' heroic stand against this unforeseen offensive has successfully secured the time necessary for megacity defenses to be prepared on Super Earth. 2 hours later, the Illuminate fleet continued on its path, razing Mars and all Helldiver training sites. Fortunately, Helldiver training has been relocated to another undisclosed planet, but reinforcement budgets will suffer a short-term reduction by 1. And just over an hour later, the Great Host fleet reached Super Earth. The battle for Super Earth has begun, and is anticipated to span multiple major orders. Super Earth's population is concentrated in 7 megacities, including our federal capital, Prosperity City. Should all 7 megacities fall, Super Earth will be lost. The Illuminate fleet must be depleted before this can happen. Initial orders are clear. We must thin the Illuminate forces. Helldivers are ordered to kill 2.5 billion Illuminate in the next 3 days. And upon receiving new orders, hundreds of thousands of super destroyers arrived in Super Earth's defense. The Illuminate's first 2 targets are Egolopolis and Remembrance, and though the control of these 2 megacities have declined rapidly throughout today, we appear to be well ahead of pace to kill the required Illuminate forces in time. But time is of the essence, Data Archive. We are deploying Helldivers to Remembrance.